Both are very aggressive when it comes to their intent, and it's wonderful to watch them all over again after 30 years of glory.
That's wonderful, Shahid. And those blistering innings collapsed many opponents, and also Sri Lanka team came as an underdog in the tournament. Nobody expected them to win the competition, end up as a winner of 1996. That is history. It's like a dream come true for every Sri Lankan that made a great impact in Sri Lanka, that every single cricketer, every single person want to be a cricketer from that 1996 World Cup. It's an inspiration, especially the leader by himself, Arjuna Ranatunga, led us an example in that competition and inspired millions in Sri Lanka.
Well, we're almost ready. The umpires are ready, so are the players. Sanath Jayasuriya will be facing the first delivery. He will be going against Dihan. Here comes the first delivery. Slightly short of land. That's beautifully cut away. He gets off the mark straight away.
That's a special from Sanath Jayasuriya, straight away off the mark. Outside the off stump, he hardly misses that. The special hit towards the point. This time a little bit finer towards the third man. Started his innings, and it's too dangerous if you allow Sanath Jayasuriya to rotate the strike and settle down, and dangerous for the opponent.
Well, Ramesh Kaluvitarana will be taking the strike for the first time. He has been away for quite a while, and I'm pretty sure he'll be enjoying his time out there with his partner Sanath Jayasuriya. Here comes the first delivery for him as well. Full toss, easy pickings. Oh, well stopped by the fielder as well. That ball was traveling. Desperate dive and a single, and with that Ramesh Kaluvitarana gets off the mark as well.
There was a Joseph full toss outside the off stump. He hardly misses those. Just warming up. The cover fielder tried his best to stop it, but it went for a single. Lucky that it was worse. It looked like a boundary if he didn't stop it. And Dihan with first two balls given 1 and 1. Sanath on 1 and Ramesh on 1 with third delivery.
Well, I think the bowler won't mind the singles. Slightly down the leg, that will be a wide extra.
That is towards the danger zone. Sanath loves those deliveries on the pads. That will disappear in the deep square leg. We all know that. And it's wide this time. Sanath is just waiting for those moments. Anything on his arc, he will hardly miss it. Very powerful left-hand batter Sri Lanka have ever produced.
Yes, absolutely. Jayasuriya is very strong, square of the wicket. Slightly mistimed, but he'll take another single. Well, both the batters are very aggressive when it comes to their nature. Anything in the slot and they're going to take you out for runs.
And with ease, they look so easy on the eyes. They made the batting look so simple, but they have their own method. Jayasuriya, wristy, and Kaluvitarana, expressive. Ramesh is facing Dihan now, and not much damage has been done. 3 runs came through bat, 1 wide.
Short and wide, and that's cut away in the gap as well. That might run away for the first boundary. Yes, it does. That's the Kaluvitarana we all know.
And yes, it is. He started the proceedings with a boundary. That's his favorite area, by the way. Point. Anything outside the off stump. Shot. He hardly misses it. Look at that. Back foot punch. He certainly knows that is a boundary. It's a good sign for Sri Lanka.
Well, it has been 30 years, but he still has the touch. Some elegance there from Kaluvitarana. First boundary for Sri Lanka legends.
Kudos to these champs for maintaining their fitness. They look so sharp and brisk on the field. Looks like they are bringing us back the 1996 moments. We are all waiting for those 6s and 4s.
This time he's happy to just let that go away. Hint of movement away from the right hander as well.
Looked like he was not ready for the ball before the bowler bowls. And that was an outside off stump, a swinging delivery. He missed it out, but he understands the bowler.
Fuller again driven. This time it's on the onside. Long chase here for the fielder. This might be the second boundary in the over. 2 boundaries. Well, he's taking the attack to Dihan. An expensive over comes to an end. It's 12 without loss.
That looks effortless while he was playing that shot. Look at that replay here. On the slot, less effort and maximum results. 4 runs added to the total of Sri Lankan Legends, and the 2 boundaries came in this over. Very productive. They have started really, really well.
Well, the bowlers from the rest of the world are straight under some pressure, and it's not easy, especially bowling against those two, Sanat Jayasuriya and Ramesh Kalvitarana. They're very aggressive, and we have seen how they changed the ODIs, scoring quick runs in those first 15 overs, taking the attack to the bowlers, and we have seen the same thing happening even after 30 years.
They have started T20s years back. That's what I understand. The way they utilized that 15 overs is what the T20 is going on now. They're very expressive. They're not worried about losing the wicket in the first 15. Kudos to the coach, Dave Watmore, who introduced this technique, this method to these 2 legends. And we are looking forward to the same tempo once again from KL.
Well, a quick single taken. Good running between the wickets as well. They're still very quick between the wickets.
They're still running good. Looking fit. And easy single. (13 for no loss after 1 over. Run rate is above 11. Looking solid, and it's going to go up when these 2 are batting.
Meanwhile, it's Tulane who has taken the new ball from the other end as well. A steady run up, slightly short and wide. Well, extras are not going to help the bowlers.
One more. Thank you so much, said Sri Lankan Legends. Dulain, he understands where he went wrong, so he'll come back and bowl the right deliveries, maybe a right line and length to Kalvitarana.
Again, slightly short, right from the middle of the bat. That sounded crisp. Just couldn't get the gap on that occasion. If not, that ball would have been traveling to the boundary as well.
They don't play towards the covers, so exactly went to the fielder. A bit of mistimed.
This time he goes down the leg, another wide. Well, very interesting field set here as well. There's a sweeper who is almost like an extra cover, but it's in the middle of a sweeper, and it's a cover, and there's some protection on the onside as well. A deep mid wicket, especially for that flick shot that he plays. Fuller, and straight to the fielder, no runs there.
Nicely bowled by Dulain here as a change of pace and not allowing Ramesh to free his arms, restricting the line and length, but Ramesh is slowly understanding Dulain's bowling here.
Well, he danced down the ground, he put on his dancing shoes, just couldn't connect, but the intentions are very clear there.
Kalvitarana, swashbuckling right-hand batter, is known for his expressive shots, coming down the wicket this time against Dulain. Just missed it, but he is ready to go.
Oh, that's edge and in the gap as well. That might run away. 4 more runs to Kalvitarana.
That was a pretty ordinary delivery from Dulain. Should have been much better. That's an easy one for Kalvitarana to put that as a boundary. Went exactly behind the wicket. Easy one for him. So he already scored 3 boundaries in this innings. Looking forward to score more.
Well, we have seen Sanath Jayasuriya slightly cautious, but Ramesh Kalvitarana, he's batting just the way he likes to bat. Beautifully struck once again. Good stop by the fielder as well.
Shahidu, I really like the sound came from Kalvitarana's bat. Excellent. And the timing was superb. But it went straight to the fielder.
And good fielding from Jihan as well. You have to give some credit to him. That ball was travelling once again. End of over number 2, 20 without loss.
The legends started the proceedings in style. 10 runs and over. Typical runs required in T20s. They are up to the mark. And we're still waiting for the explosions from Sanath's bat. We're all waiting for that. ...445 matches played by Sanath Jayasuriya in ODIs and scored 13,430 runs and 28 hundreds, 68 50s. What a massive player.
Well, absolutely, the number speaks for itself. What a legend of the game. Meanwhile, Kalvitarana still taking the attack, swinging his bat at almost everything. He's not holding back today.
Little slower from Dihan. Ramesh, whenever he sees the ball under his eyes, goes for it. Free swing of the bat, that's his style. Very expressive. This time got 1 run, and Sanath is facing Dihan, and he already sensed what kind of ball Dihan is bowling, and it is going to be very exciting what he can do now.
Full toss and easy pickings. 1 bounce. Oh, that's a flat 6 in fact. First 6 of the game, half a dozen for Sanath Jayasuriya.
The crackers started. We're happy. Sanath hitting 6s. This is the first one. We need to count 2, 3, 4 and 5. Juicy full toss. Easy. Thank you so much.
Well, you cannot be bowling full tosses to a batter of this caliber. 27 on the board. This is a good start for the legends. Oh, he tried to hit that very hard, just getting an inside edge.
Very close to the off stump, inside edge, quite dangerous. Lucky escape for Sanath. A dot ball. Dihan needs to be very cautious bowling those full balls to Sanath.
That's another wide down the leg.
This is a Yorker length. Tried on the leg stump, just missed the line, went for a wide. And most of the balls are over pitched or length balls, which Sanath loves to hit.
That's cut away. Good fielding once again. Sharp fielding that we have seen the fielders doing a good job.
A wonderful piece of fielding from the rest of the world. Are putting all the effort. This time it's Dinesh. Getting a dot ball against Sanath Jayasuriya is a great thing, and Dihan is doing a good job here. You need to appreciate him as well.
Fuller again goes for the gap. That's 10 runs or boundaries of this over.
A 6 and a 4 from the left-hander, the master batter, Sanath Jayasuriya. The same spot, this time boundary. He's happy that he's getting boundaries and 6s. Look at that. Asking for the punishment. Nicely done. Easy boundary.
Again, beautifully cut away. He's very strong square of the wicket. We have known him for years. He's someone who can score runs easily through the square region. End of the over, it's 33 for 1, for not in fact.
It's a good run rate actually. Anything over 10 in T20s is a very healthy run rate you have. And 11 run rate is what Sri Lanka Legends maintaining, 33 in 3. And Ramesh on 15 of just 10 balls, and Sanath 14 of 8. Both are doing really good.
Well, that's just the type of start you'd expect from this duo, Jayasuriya and Kalvitarana. Tulane will continue in here. Gentle medium pace for him. Oh, big shout. That looked close. And good running between the wickets as well.
That's a very close call. Beautiful bowling from Dulain. Very good running between the wicket as well.
Well, Jayasuriya probably beaten in the slowness of the delivery. That ball hardly went on to him. Good change of pace as well. This is a good start for the Sri Lanka Legends. That's rocketed once again. He did well to get a hand to it. And good fielding out there as well. Couple of runs.
That's a typical Ramesh Kalvitarana shot, piercing the gap between a left and right, mid on and mid off. Almost went to the boundary, but able to make a couple of runs. He's on song. He's free flowing. 36 for no loss. Going good for Sri Lanka Legends.
Oh, that's aerial, but that's mistimed as well. Jihan underneath, and a first wicket down. Well, a breakthrough.
Wonderful bowling from Dulain here. Easy catch at the long off. Ramesh Kalvitarana looking aerial, wanting to go aerial this time. Not went a flat trajectory, rather going up, and easy caught at the mid off, losing his wicket. But he played well. Look at that. The ball was a little bit backwards while playing that shot. That made the ball to go up and landed exactly on the long off. First wicket fallen for Sri Lankan Legends, and they have all the legends waiting to play. And Ramesh Kalvitarana scored 17 of 12 balls, and Sri Lanka Legends scored 36 runs, losing the first wicket in 3.3 overs.
Well, that was a good wicket there for Australia. They've removed the dangerous batter.
Dulain is a happy man to remove Ramesh Kalvitarana, dangerous batter. When he stands for a long time, he'll score a quick 50s, quick 60s, and increase the run rate in no time. So the rest of the world will be happy to remove Ramesh Kalvitarana out. Now here comes Asanka Gurusinghe, the one down batter, a proven left-hander, having solid technique, perfect for Sanath Jayasuriya. It's like a super combination, left and left this time. Dulain is ready to bowl his fourth ball. We're looking for one more wicket here.
Well, again, I think the idea will be simple, to go for the runs. There's still plenty of batting to go after this. But that will be a leg by, wrapped on the pads.
Very good bowling, followed by the wicket. Dulain is doing really good job here. Guru Singh, without wasting time, off the mark. Couple of deliveries left for Sanath to go for the sixes.
And he's gone. Scott behind, got the edge. 2 wickets in the over. What a comeback from Dulane.
What a big bowling. What a beautiful bowling by Dulane here. 2 wickets, 2 big names gone for Sri Lanka legends. Ramesh Kolivitarna and Sanath Jayasuriya, most wanted, most successful pairs, gone out for the beautiful bowling from Dulane. Then they need that recovery phase now. Someone has to stand, build a partnership, make the things moving forward. Let's see who comes next. It's the one and only legend, Aravinda De Silva. Played 308 matches, ODI matches for Sri Lanka, scored almost close to 10,000 runs with an average of 34.90, scored 11 hundreds and 64 50s for Sri Lanka during his period, and one that 100 he scored against Australia in the finals is unbeatable. It's a legend. People love to watch him bat. Great technique, great mindset, and a great batter.
Yes, absolutely. It was that knock of Aravinda De Silva, 107 not out. He was the player who made the difference in that final in Lahore. Took 3 wickets with the ball as well and a couple of catches. Complete all-round performance, world class. Now he will face his first delivery here against Dulane, who is on song, picked up a couple of wickets in the over so far. Starts off with a short delivery. No runs there, slight misfield as well. End of the over, 37 for 2.
That was a shot of a length, coming very slow. Played beautifully by Aravinda De Silva. A stylish right-hand batter Sri Lanka have ever produced, and one of the most solid, consistent batter. Love to play cover drives, straight drives, flicks, all the shots in the books. 4 overs done, 37 for 2, and Sri Lanka legends badly need a partnership here. Asanka Gurusinghe and Aravinda De Silva, best batters from Sri Lanka legends, looking forward to score at least 50 runs from here.
Meanwhile, Dihan, the skipper of Australia, rest of the world, is still continuing into his 3rd over, slightly expensive, 25 runs given so far. But the good thing for him is 2 new batters out there at the crease. So he'll be looking to get another wicket and put some pressure on the Sri Lankan legends. Asanka on strike. Well, he goes over the infield. Oh, good attempt there.
Oh, that was almost a catch by Warnaka. Almost got him. Asanka would have been gone by this time. Wonderful bowling by Dihan. There was a flighted delivery outside the off stump, almost close to the wide line. Just miscalculated by Asanka Gurusinghe. Lucky escape. And let's see how Aravinda handles Dihan here.
That was a beautiful looking shot, cover drive, a classic cover drive there, but straight to the fielder. Good fielding as well.
That is Aravinda for us, moving forward. Front foot, cover drive, such a lovely thing in the world.
Well, finds the same fielder once again, dot delivery. This is a good over. It has been a quiet one. After quite some time, we have seen the batters taking on the bowlers and a lot of runs leaking. So far it has been a slow over here for Sri Lanka. Again, straight to the fielder, no runs there.
Just came to the crease, warming up. Aravinda laying the shots, checking the bounce, checking the pitch. How the bowler is releasing the ball. He's warming up.
Good change of pace once again. Just taking the pace away from the ball. Good slow delivery. This is smart thinking from Dihan. It's a good comeback over. Just a single of.
Lovely to watch Aravinda covering the line, playing a straight batted shot behind the line. Always pleasant to watch those wonderful batting. Look at that. Front foot towards the line. Proper defense. A good lesson for the youngsters who are watching this. 5 overs done. 38 for 2. Sri Lanka Legends.
Well, I mean, there's still a lot of batting left, but I am more excited to see the bowlers. We still have Chavinder Vas, Upul Chandana, the leg spinner as well. These legendary cricketers. Very strong Sri Lankan side back in 1996.
Absolutely.
That was a long hop. Another wide, extra runs here.
Good call from Aravinda to sneak that single using that wide. So 1 for wide, 1 for run, 2 runs for Sri Lanka Legends. Aravinda is a master batter, holding the record. The only batter who scored a century and take 3 wickets in a World Cup final. That is Aravinda De Silva for us.
Well, big players rise up to the big occasions, and that's exactly what he did back then. Oh dear, full toss. Oh, that's a beamer, no ball, and it will be a free hit coming up as well.
The first free hit of the day. Aravinda has all the license to go after the bowler now. When if he hits and gets out, it's not out because it's a free hit.
Oh, what a good looking shot. That's in the gap as well. But the sweeper does well. Kept it down to just 1 run. But again, a very good looking shot there.
That's a very intelligent bowling by Dulan here, not allowing Aravinda to get the elevation to go for a 6 boundary in the previous ball. Kept him quiet, allowing him to play his favorite shot, cover drive, and get only 1 run from that.
But I think he has adjusted to the pace very well to lane. He's trying to bowl much slower. Okay, well bowled. Another dot delivery here.
Our feet are moving really well for Asanka Gurusinghe, playing after many years, still having that lovely footwork. Gurusinghe played 147 matches for Sri Lanka ODI games, scored almost close to 4,000 runs with an average of 28.28, scored 200s and 22 50s. And again, an easy ball, but make sure he's checking that line and length, moving his feet really well towards the line of the ball. Youngsters watching him can learn a lot. So almost 2 wides, 1 no ball, 2 extras in this over. Only 3 valid balls bowled by Dulan here. 3 more balls left in this over. Last 2 balls with dot balls, and let's see Gurusinghe make this as a productive one. Looks like the height is above the waistline, and umpire said it's a no ball. If it's a no ball, and it's a free hit, one more time. Look at that, above the waistline. A license given to Gurusinghe this time to go for the shots.
Well, he tries to hit the ball too hard, getting an inside edge, and he'll get through for another single. So runs are slowing down here.
Really they're lacking the pace they are expecting. These players are in the Asanka. So everyone loves the pace that comes to the bat and they time it for sixes and fours. Now they're getting less and lesser pace in the bowling and very hard for them to go for big shots.
That's beautifully flicked. That might run away as well. Long chase here for the fielder. Well, good footwork there. But I think it has touched the ropes as well. Yes, 4 runs there. Confirmation from the umpire.
What a wonderful shot. Bringing back the memory of the 1996 World Cup. The same flick. His favorite one. Eyes watching the ball. Foot moves towards the line. Flicking it towards the leg stump.
Well, back-to-back boundaries. That's 2 in 2 for Arvindo De Silva. And that brings up the 50 as well. After 6 overs, it's 52 for 2.
Solid batting after Sanath and Kolvi left the crease. Aravinda and Asanka are producing a very good partnership here. Aravinda on 9 of 10 balls, almost run a ball. Asanka is still getting the groove. 2 of 6 deliveries. That they are creating a partnership here, which is very, very important. Score past 50. It's a good sign. Run rate is almost close to 9. They'll be having a discussion to go after the bowlings. They'll be targeting certain bowlers. On the other side, the rest of the world did a really good job picking up 2 crucial wickets that can contain the runs. The power play is done. 6 overs. That's where you get freedom to go after the bowlers. From 7th over, the consolidation will be starting. They'll try to go for singles, doubles, strategize whom they can target. And Aravinda looks solid, playing those flicks towards mid-wicket, giving us goosebumps, reminiscing the 1996 World Cup.
Well, good to see a lot of youngsters coming in to watch this wonderful match. A historic moment for Malaysia as well. We're here at the RSC, a lot of young cricketers here. They're coming in to learn from the legends of the game. And a perfect occasion. 6 overs done, 52 on the board. Sri Lanka legends will be very happy. Well, it's going to be Arjuna coming into bowl. It's going to be time for some spin into the attack. I think they have realized that the slowness of the wicket will really help the spinners, and if they can bowl in the right areas, they might be able to pick up wickets as well.
Happy to see Asanka Guru Singhi playing the anchor role here, affectionately called as Rock or Gura during his peak time. Always bats number 3.
That was a good looking shot, but finds the fielder. Good fielding once again. Ground fielding has been very impressive. That ball kept slightly low as well. But just went through with the arm. Well, we haven't seen much spin from the wicket. A lot of grass, but it's just allowing the ball to skid on.
Nicely bowled by Arjuna, I would say. finding his rhythm and the right length.
That's well bowled once again. This is a good over. 3 dot deliveries back to back.
Couple of them went away from Asanka, and this one came in. This is an arm ball. Good mixture of bowlings.
Well, it's going to be a wide, marginal, I would say, just outside the line of the wide. But a good take behind the stumps as well. Good wicket keeping. So we can see a lot of encouragement from this Australian side as well. A good group of cricketers that has made their way to Kuala Lumpur to play this exhibition game. Oh, well bowled. That went the other way. Good bowling once again.
So wonderful piece of bowling by Arjuna. 7th over progressing, and he is having that control against the solid batter Asanka Gurusinghe. What a wonderful shot, this one going past the mid-wicket fielder for a huge 6, and you are bowling to the 6th hitting man who hit 11 sixes in the 1996 World Cup. Look at that, all the dot balls. Now the last ball went for a huge 6, so stylish, very well timed, a very good finish. Look at that short ball, is going towards the mid-wicket, and it's a boundary. One more boundary for Asanka Gurusinghe. Now he is on runner ball, waited patiently. The short balls have been put away from this region. Beautiful piece of batting by the left-hander. Seven overs done, 63 for 2. For Sri Lanka Legends, we are almost close to 10 runs an over, looking solid.
Well, 63 on the board. Was a good over for the Legends. The previous one, 11 came of it. Another change in the bowling as well. It's got to be Sugi.
Well, the match is getting interesting. Aravinda and Asanka giving us a good partnership.
Full toss, worked away. That's in the gap as well. Fielder does well. 2 runs there. It's good to watch Arvinda De Silva again showing his class. Anything on the pads, and he's extremely good on the onside. But brings you the flavor that well, he's happy to let that go.
It's a little bit outside the off stump. We wanted to keep the ball away from Aravinda, so went that as a dot ball.
Again, very strong on the onside. Mistimed, I would say. Straight to the fielder, no runs there. Another decent over, just 2 of it. Oh, that was very close to the bat as well. Just went on with the angle. Another skiddy delivery. This is good bowling. Good mix of pace as well. Well, the run rate now slightly coming down in this over.
Good bowling by Sugi.
Again, finding the fielder, no runs there. Another dot delivery. Good end to the over. It's 65 for 2.
5 dot balls in this over. Just a couple of runs given. What a lovely bowling. What a good comeback from the rest of the world. 65 for 2 after 8 overs. He kept Aravinda calm in this over.
Well, Arjuna will continue in here. Was expensive in his first over, gave away 11 runs. That's a cracking drive once again. Finds the fielder. Well, the timing, it's sounding extremely good from the com box.
Absolutely. What a privilege to witness these two batters bat so pleasant to the eyes.
A big swing of the bat this time, just wrapped on the pads. Couldn't time that well. There you can see the legends in your background on your screen right now. So I think it's a wonderful occasion. All those legends coming in from the 1996 World Cup winners. A use of the feed, he goes aerial. Another catch for Jihan. Arjuna gets the man.
And what a turning point. The pressure kept by Arjuna was simply superb. The previous over was 5 dot balls and this over started with 2 dot balls. That pressure made Asanka to come down the wicket, go for a 6. While doing so, he lost his wicket. And 3 down for 65. Sri Lanka Legends needs yet another partnership.
Let's have a look at that once again. Use of the feed, but just missed time. Coming from the bottom part of the bat, and a simple catch to Jihan, who is as safe as a house. We have seen him taking a couple of catches today. Looks to be a very good fielder.
The game is going pretty seesaw now. Both teams are doing good. Batting teams playing boundaries and bowling team getting wickets. Even Steven now. And here comes the technically sound, most stylish batter from Sri Lanka, Marwan Atapattu, known for his long innings, anchoring roles, big numbers, solid averages. Marwan Atapattu played 268 ODI games for Sri Lanka, scoring 8,500 plus runs at an average of 37.57, and in that he scored 11 hundreds and 59 50s. That shows his batting consistency.
Well, Marwan Atapattu, another great in the game of cricket. A classy batter, technically very sound in his prime. And it was wonderful to watch him bat at his peak, where he scored runs for fun. And he made things look so easy out there. Just like that, gets off the mark with a confident looking shot.
Warm up started. Marwan off the mark straight away without wasting any time. Footwork looks solid. He's in shape and brisk to play a solid innings like how he plays always.
Arvinder De Silva on strike. Or tries to cut the ball. It was little too close to the body. End of the over, 66 for 3.
That one was almost under the bat. Lucky that it didn't nick the bat. For Aravinda almost played a square cut and missed it. 66 for 3. Aravinda and Marwan looking to sail the ship from here at least for next 5 overs. Keep the momentum. 7.47 run rate as of now. They'll be looking to increase that to at least 9 plus.
Well, I mean, you have to give some credit to the Sri Lankan batters as well. Even at this age, they have kept up to more than 6 runs per over right now. So that's a job well done here.
This looks amazing. Shahidu, you pointed a right one.
Another good looking shot, misfield there as well. Well, a rare sign. We haven't seen much today. Generally they have been very good in the field.
Marwan is not wasting any time here. 2 balls, 2 runs, and Arvind 11 of 18.
Beautifully flicked once again. Well, he's bringing in that subcontinental flavor. You know, the players in the subcontinent, they're so good on the onside, especially on the pads. Beautifully driven once again. Just getting close to the line of the delivery. Wonderfully played. Arvind De Silva on strike. A slight hesitation there, yes and a no. And I think they have taken the right decision. There was no run there. Fielder did well.
Very cautiously played by Arvinda De Silva. Taking his own time, but he knows when to attack, waiting for his moment.
That squeezed away in the gap as well. They might be running for the second. Well, they have decided not to. Single will be all they'll get from it, but a good looking shot once again.
Very stylish. Always love to watch Arvind De Silva. Day in, day out, he comes and does the business.
Yes, absolutely. I think it's not easy to squeeze a delivery from the Yorker length. Oh, look at that. Straight bat. Beautiful extension of the arm. Well, he still has it. Marwan Atapattu looking extremely good out there.
You are bowling to a batter who scored 6 double centuries for Sri Lanka in Test. Such a solid batter, Marwan Atapattu. Everyone knows about his technique and temperament.
Well, I mean, by the best part is he still looks so pleasing to the eyes. Again, flicked away, finding the fielder. This is a good field set by the captain as well. So you have to give it to Dihan as well. End of over number 10. It's 70 for 3.
Sugib bowled beautifully. Given just 5 runs in this over. 10 overs done, 71 for 3.
And with that, the umpires have called for a drinks break. We'll be heading into a short break and we'll come back with more live action. Shall start first and introduce you in. Welcome back, everyone. We had a short drinks break and the players are hydrated, and with that we have a change in voice as well. I would like to welcome Mr. Rex Clementine, a well-known voice in Sri Lanka. Welcome to the Combox.
Thank you. Fabulous day in Kuala Lumpur. Sri Lanka Legends have moved on to 71 for 3 at the end of over number 10. Aravind De Silva and Mavanatha Patwat in the middle.
Well, that's a good looking shot. He finds the gap once again. Well, he has been very strong on the onside.
Good start by Kalu and Sanat in the power plays, and then Aravinda and
Oh, that's beautifully played. He has found the gap to perfection. That will be 4 runs for Aravinda once again. Anything short and wide and he's going to punish you.
yeah, lovely shot after the good start by Sanat and Kalu. Aravinda and Sankuru Singh has steadied the innings. Now Mavanatha Pattu as the non-strikers end.
Again, beautifully played. Good wrists till now, Rex.
Yeah, played some lovely flicks, and it's just a decent crowd as well. There's been plenty of entertainment from the Sri Lankan legends. Mavanatha Pattu, of course, one of the technically most correct players produced by Sri Lanka, along with Roy Das.
Again, fuller delivery finds the fielder. Well, you have been hosting a lot of cricket in Sri Lanka, so tell us something about how it is in Sri Lanka, how the cricket is developing.
Yeah, we've got a very good school structure. It's one of the best in the world, and there was a time that there were players who were soon after school who could move on to the national team. It's not the case anymore, but still, keep producing lots of quality players.
Yes, absolutely, and we have seen a few featuring in the IPL as well. Yeah, good cricketers coming in. Again, trying to flick the ball. Aravinda is batting on 19 now.
Yeah, been a fabulous couple of days in Kuala Lumpur. Yesterday there were quite a few events the team attended. There was a dinner hosted at Royal Selangor Club in Kuala Lumpur, which all the players attended, and around 300 guests were present. A fun-filled evening that was. And then this morning the team took part in a coaching camp where over 200 girls and boys took part, and all these players were involved, teaching them finer points of the game. It was so good to see.
Yes, absolutely, and I think a lot to learn for these youngsters as well, coming from the legends themselves. We often get a lot of tips from cricketers, but then these are cricketers that won the World Cup. That within itself is a different experience altogether.
Yeah, Aravinda today identified a 16-year-old left-hand batsman who's like played some very elegant strokes in the nets during the training session, and I can't recall the kid's name, but he seems to be a very promising prospect.
Well, Malaysia definitely have some good players. Mind you, they're a good host as well. A lot of ACC, ICC events being hosted by Malaysia, and I've been part of few as well. We have hosted the Under-19 Women's World Cup as well last year.
Yeah, I remember the Under-19 Men's World Cup that was held in a few years back. I think it was in 2008, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, absolutely. 2008, the same World Cup from where Virat Kohli evolved as well.
Yeah, I
and
think
then there were big names like Kane Williamson, Wayne Parnell, and a lot. Ravindra Jadeja himself.
Yeah, I think India went on to win the tournament, and Kohli was their captain. It's interesting that Malaysian cricket team was once captained by someone called Mahadevan Satasivam, who's a Sri Lankan, who captained Ceylon as well, and then he came to Malaysia and ended up captaining Malaysia as well. A unique record for captaining two countries.
It's absolutely good insight there. And I think both the countries have a very good relationship amongst each other as well. Even during the Premier Cup here, I've seen a lot of Sri Lankan players coming in to play. Beautifully driven once again, classic cover drive, but just a single.
Yeah, Mavanatapattu was part of that Sri Lankan World Cup squad in 1996, but did not play a single game. Such a strong batting unit up to number 7. Didn't get a chance to play a single game, but one of the best batters produced by the nation. His numbers speak for itself, and he's been a successful coach as well.
That's beautifully cut. Excellent timing once again. 4 runs for Arvindo De Silva.
Yeah, fabulous start. Played some superb cover drives, and this cut shot was perfectly placed.
Well, that's great hand-eye coordination for you. He played it from very close to the body, not a delivery that he would play a cut shot, but then he just picks up the length so quickly.
Yeah, exactly. He's been a lot of people say that he picks the ball fraction of a second ahead of the others, and that's what makes him such a fabulous batsman to watch.
Oh, that's aerial and just away from the fielder.
The opposition team, if you take, they're all guys who are living in Australia. Few Sri Lankans, few Indians, and some Aussies as well. This goes now 86 for 3 in the 13th over.
Well, I think it has went very well for the Sri Lankan legends. Oh, beautifully swept. Look at that shot. Wonderfully timed once again. 4 runs.
It's become a runner ball, not now. 28 off 27 from Aravinda. He's putting up a show here.
Well, again, just look at the timing on that excellent shot. Well, now he's been catching up, almost run a ball, went off to a very slow start, and look at him, 28 of 27 now. This time he goes for the cut on the other side. Might be similar results. Yes, back-to-back boundaries.
Oh, what entertainment. Timed it sweetly.
Well, the previous delivery he swept from outside the off stump, and this time he goes the other way. Just shows his versatility as a batter.
Yeah, also the ability to pick up the gaps. The fielder was moved from this side to the other, and he goes for the vacant area. So creative as well.
And that's smart batting. taking a single. He got 2 boundaries in the over, so this was the smart thing to do.
Ten runs off the over so far, 2 balls remaining.
Oh, he tries to take the aerial rule. There's a fielder there, just away from him. But they'll settle down just for a single.
The interaction involving the Sri Lankan players last night was so fabulous. Plenty of stories, and everyone who had gathered here enjoyed the occasion.
Wow, that's a beautiful looking shot once again. This time the fielder does well. Lot of ground to make for him.
Usually Arjuna Ranatunga is the one who bats at number 5 for Sri Lanka. He did during the World Cup final as well. He did throughout the tournament. Maybe not throughout the tournament. Certain games there was a bit of change of the batting order, but he batted 3 in the final and made a half century. Today is not. Batted number 5 in the final and made a half century. Today he is not occupying number 5 position. They promoted Marvanath Patu instead. The grandfather now, Arjuna. A couple of guys actually have become grandfathers. I think Roshan Manama and Asanka Guru Singh.
Well, absolutely great names there. And just talking about the 1996 World Cup winning team, like you have mentioned, Marvin Atapattu, he couldn't get the spot in the 11 for a single time throughout the tournament. So that just shows how strong a team that was.
Yeah, I think they were very comfortable with the batting unit. They knew, if you take the top 7 guys, those batters, they had played over 1,000 ODIs by the time the World Cup came. So that's a lot of experience. So that's something, that they didn't want to disturb. They wanted to, go with the team. And then, when there was a crisis, when the top order had not delivered, there was always, the middle order rising up to the occasion and delivering and taking the side of the trouble, out of trouble. So, yeah, very experienced batting unit, and guys like Ashan Tilakaratne and Roshan Manama were quite handy in the low middle order.
Yes, absolutely. We were talking about the middle order, but then it was the start, the explosive start that Jayasuriya and Kalvitarana used to give them, which always allowed them that foundation. Again, good looking sweep there, this time just a single. Coming back to the point, which allowed them that foundation to play the natural game.
Yeah, the license was given to them that, to go after the bowling. Even if they had failed a couple of games, that was not going to matter. And they had been given the license to go after the bowling in the first 15 overs.
That's a full toss, beautifully driven in the gap, 4 runs for Atapattu. That brings up the 100 as well for Sri Lanka Legends.
The speciality of that World Cup win was, Sri Lanka beat India twice in India, in Delhi and Calcutta, and that's something special. Not often teams go to India and in front of their home crowds beat them in back-to-back games.
Yes, absolutely, and I believe it was not that easy because it was the hybrid model, so you need to travel a lot as well, playing in different conditions.
Yeah, basically, Sri Lanka played across all 3 countries. Their first round games were mostly in Colombo and Kandy, and then they went to Delhi to play the game against India. Obviously, their quarter-final was played in Pakistan.
Oh, full toss. That was asking for punishment. But not the best of timings, but he will take the couple of runs. And yes, talking about the semi-finals, even the finals at Lahore, I think they'll remember that ground forever.
Yeah, Gaddafi Stadium, and actually, they played the quarter-final in Pakistan in Faisalabad, and then came to Calcutta to India for the semi-final, and then flew back again to Pakistan, where Lahore hosted the final. Yeah, lots of traveling.
Yes, but as a professional cricketer, you need to get used to it. Well, that was a good delivery. He yoked him, almost went off to the stumps.
We just observed Aravind is now at 61. Quite interesting couple of balls previously. There was an opportunity to get a couple of runs, and he didn't run the first run hard, but he came back for the second, and Marvin was not very keen, but Aravind sensed an opportunity and went for it.
Well, irrespective of the age, but they both still look so technically sound out there.
Yeah, that's, they say your technique and temperament, they'll remain with you forever.
Oh, that's a drop catch, straight in and straight out. That could be a costly miss. Once again, that was hit extremely hard. You need to give it to the fielder, but you need to take those catches. And that was the captain himself, Dihan, in that the cover region.
Yeah, that's not a catch that you want to miss. Aravind has now moved on to 37 of 34 balls. Sri Lanka Legends are now 106 for 3 with 6 overs remaining. Fabulous effort by the organizers to get all the Sri Lanka Legends to Kuala Lumpur to play this game and to be involved in all these activities. Some of these guys are coming from Australia, and Ashan Tilakaratne, I'm told, is coming from the United States. Couple of guys are, of course, missing from that World Cup winning squad due to other commitments. Some are in the IPL, some are in Bangladesh, where test series is happening between the US and Pakistan.
Yes, absolutely. Talking about that, it reminds me of Muralidharan. He played a very vital role in that spinning department in that World Cup as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, given everything that Murali had gone through prior to the tournament, being called for chucking on Boxing Day in 1995, and then subsequently on a couple of times, then to come back and play such a pivotal role in that World Cup winning side was amazing. The story is that the selectors were a little bit in two minds whether to pick Murali in the squad or not, but I'm made to understand that Captain Arjun Ranathan insisted that he wants Murali in the side, and that's how he got there. Mind you, unlike today, those days the World Cup squad comprised only 14 players. So, if had Murali been called again during the World Cup, Sri Lanka would have been in trouble playing with just 13 players. But Arjuna took that risk.
A good use of the feed. It's in the air and over the fielder. One bounce into the ropes. Well, he took the aerial risk, but that paid off as well.
Yeah, as I said, Arjuna took the risk, backed this player, and the rest, as they say, is history. Credit to the selectors as well. The selection committee was led by Mr. Dilip Mendis on this occasion, who was also the team manager.
And he's got him. That's an important wicket. Arvind gets the man. He gets rid of Marvin Atapattu, who was looking dangerous out there. Let's have a look at that once again. Yes, beautifully bowled.
Yeah, that's the 4th wicket down. Mohammad Atapatu played some fabulous shots, and looks like the next batsman is Upul Chandana, who again, like Mohammad Atapatu, did not play a single game in that World Cup, but came in as a substitute fielder and played a crucial role. There was a story that Aravinda was telling yesterday that during the quarter-final against England in Faisalabad, when Chaminda Vas had to go to get some treatment, Upul Chandana came onto the field, and when Alex Stewart and Graham Meek, two of the best players in of spin bowling, when they were putting up a partnership, Sri Lanka were getting a bit worried, and Upul Chandana came onto the field and made a couple of good stops and helped to sort of, put the pressure back on the England players. Eventually, Sri Lanka went on to win that game very comfortably.
Yes, absolutely. I think it was a total team effort. Oh, look at that, one-handed. That was brilliant. Cheeky, but effective.
There's another story about Upul Chandana when stones were being pelted during the semi-final in Calcutta. He was not on the field. He was obviously not part of the side, and he went up to actually he had come on as a substitute fielder for Roshan Manam, who was down with cramps. He had gone to the captain and said, Aravinda is fielding in the deep, and you better take him to the inner circle, because if some object is thrown at him and if he gets injured, we might miss him for the final. So he had wanted Aravinda to move to the inner circle, and he volunteered to go to field in the deep. Such a lovely team man.
Absolutely. I think as a captain he was brave, but at the same time he knew exactly what to do at the right time.
Yeah, exactly.
So the last delivery coming up of the over. Oh, he goes dancing down the ground, and that will go for a 6. What should have been a catch has given them 6 runs. Another chance goes begging. End of the over, 120 for 4.
You know, heard the story that when Arjuna was walking out into the middle for the toss, Imran Khan, who had won the World Cup before him, met him and said, "What are you going to do?" Then Arjuna had said, "If we win the toss, then we are going to field first." Imran had told him, don't field first, bat first. This is a good batting surface. Here's a guy who had won the World Cup before him, and here's a guy who knew Lahore in and out because he's from Lahore. Arjuna was in two minds, but then eventually thought that they will back the original decision, because they had gone to the ground the previous day in Lahore and had found that in the evening there was a lot of dew, and fielding would become really difficult in the evening, and they stuck to that decision. And some superb stories were related yesterday evening during the function, and that was one of the stories said by Arjuna. Joining me now in the commentary is Amin. Welcome, Amin.
Hi Rex, thank you so much, and match is going really well. 124-4. Aravinda still hanging out there for 37 of 34 deliveries. Upul Chandana, what a blistering force, playing one behind the wicket, one to the deep mid wicket, almost a catch, but nobody can catch that. It's very difficult. Warnaka is continuing.
Yeah.
Oh, what a beautiful bowling that one.
Yeah,
crossing the bat, going to the keeper. Wonderful line and wonderful angle he produced.
Yeah, you're talking about Upul's batting. Wait till he comes onto the field.
Lovely shot. Okay, that is Aravinda for you guys. Behind the points, 4 runs. Typical Aravinda shot. 4 runs to Sri Lanka legends.
Yeah, there have been a few shots like that from Aravinda. Rocks back and with offered, cuts it away nicely.
What a consistent batter Aravinda. He's on his 41, just 9 runs short of his 50 in just 36 deliveries. Varnaka. That looks like a no ball. Yes, it is. Definitely above the shoulders this time. Not even above the waist. So no ball means it's a free hit. Look at that. Going above the head almost like a beamer from a spinner. And I'll be happy to face this free hit because he can add 6 more to his bucket. So 47 from 41.
Also present in Kuala Lumpur along with Sri Lanka legends are Dawatmo, the head coach of the World Cup winning team, and also Alex Kanturis, who's the physiotherapist and who played a key role in looking after all the players, managing their injuries. Dav, of course, is no stranger to the cricketing world. Coached several international cricket teams and currently is with Malaysia.
It's an interesting delivery to be bowled. No ball. It's going to be a free hit. And Aravinda De Silva looking to open his shoulders for this ball. Definitely. Varnaka is under pressure. Down the crease. Ball goes up. Someone is coming. And it's not a catch. Landed in front of the fielder. Long off. No chance. Just missed it. 1 run for Aravinda.
Very happy to welcome Mr. Mamalantapattu, who played a fabulous knock. He will be sitting in the commentator's box now and giving you a bit of insight on the game.
Thank you very much for having me. Obviously the wicket is a bit on the slow side. Pretty hard for somebody to get going straight away, but you see this class of Aravinda De Silva, how he hangs around, wait for the loose ball, puts it away. It's all class.
Shot of the length. Pulled to the mid wicket. 1 easy run for Upul Chandana. His strike rate is really good. 10 of 3 deliveries. Looking so solid. That's much needed at this rear end of this innings.
It is very typical of how Sri Lanka played back in '96, how we won. We rallied around big players like Aravinda Sanath Kalu and then Hashan Roshal later on.
What a wonderful shot it is. A boundary. The boundaries are keep coming. This time from Aravinda De Silva. He is cruising towards his 50 runs. It's always going to be fun for us.
Well, class never leaves you. What better example than Aravinda De Silva, just waiting for it, he knows where the gap is. When it's there, he makes sure it doesn't miss. One may say it's right across, but it is 2020 cricket and he knows to adjust at any form of the game. So
playing these kind of shots after 30 years is such a pleasure to watch from the comm box, and even for all the audience. They just get excited to see Aravinda play like this. 46 of 40 deliveries. And look at his patience, look at his technique, look at his mindset. Youngsters watching this game love to learn all these things from this legend.
Commitment at his best, I would say. Yeah, he may look a few kilos more, but how his brain works, how his cricketing knowledge works is absolute fun to watch. And me at the middle, the little time that I spent, he has never changed. From the words that he says when he comes to the middle at the end of the over, from the way he plays, is exactly the same.
From the words, the mouth of Mr. Marwan Atapattu, the legend himself, played 6 double centuries for Sri Lanka in his test career. An amazing batter. Very glad to be part of the comm box where he is talking. Thank you so much, sir, being part of this comm box.
I just couldn't leave this year. I just wanted to express how I felt and how I enjoyed this bunch of boys.
Excellent. Tell us something interesting about Aravinda De Silva during your days. What kind of innings he produced, what kind of shots he plays. Tell us something about us.
He's just, if I call him the silent killer, he's that kind of a person. He knows in and out of about his game. He's not this person who sort of explodes himself, sort of give that expression that I'll go do it, but he knows what he's doing.
That's amazing to know that from the legend himself. The ball goes straight to the hands of the fielder this time, and we lost Upul, who has been very aggressive since the first ball. scored a quick cameo, 11 of 4 deliveries, lost his wicket by playing that.
This is all teamwork by Sri Lanka. This is how we played, as I said. Yeah? We get players who throws around the bat a bit more than Arjuna, Aravinda, Hashan and Roshan, but then we do have players like Sanat Kalu. That's a good catch, by the way. I would say Upul did his job. He has to accelerate. He tried. Here you see the captain himself walking in. I would have loved to see him bat a bit earlier. I was trying to get out actually to get him to bat up. Aravinda was always asking for 125 on the board before I got out. I would have got out a bit earlier than that if not for that.
And what was the talk you remember about Sir Arjuna Ranatunga was talking before the finals? Any speeches or any tips he gave you guys?
Well, Arjuna may not have the stats of Aravinda De Silva or Sanat Jayasuriya for that matter, but this man brings so much confidence, trust to this dressing room, the dugout. Whenever he's in the middle, we know that we are in charge, we are under, things are under control. This is what this man brings into the game. And he's obviously a born leader. You know that he'll stand out for you. He'll sort of he will go put his neck out before you, and in that way he has given a lot of respect.
We all know that Mr. Marun Atapattu, that what kind of energy he gives to the team and everybody watching around the world. Those times he stood up whenever the time requires. He stood up for his players all the time. Not even a single time he missed out. And it's a true inspiration, not only for the Sri Lankans but all the cricket lovers around the world. And having him play today along with Aravinda is a big treat and blessing for us. And he's bringing back those memories for us.
This is what people want to see. This is how people want to see how they maintain the partnership, not just in the finals in Lahore, but over the years. They started off from a Asia Cup, if my memory tells me right. But from then onwards, Sri Lankans all over the world, if they see these two, but they still have hope.
That is the confidence they instilled in the public, in the players. And Aravinda doing his strength, playing those knee down shots to the mid wickets, day in, day out. Even after 10 years, you ask Aravinda to play these kind of shots, he will very sure that he'll come and play these kind of shots. Amazing skill, amazing cricketer.
Fierce competitor, does not want to leave, always want to show his class, hits the gap, knows his strengths, and he knows what he's doing. That's the most important thing. You get him to bat another hour, I think he'll be okay for Division 1 cricket in Sri Lanka. That's how good he is.
Thank you, Mr. Marwan. And tell me about something like what kind of preparations he does before a game, Aravinda De Silva.
I mean, he may look 85, 90 kilos today, but let me tell you, back in the day when he started off in the mid 80s, he was one of the fittest, if not the fittest in the side. He was behind every ball that went to the boundary. He was one of the quickest between wickets, and he had a own way of preparing himself mentally. And if you look at Aravinda very closely, about his stance in different countries, the bat lift in different countries is so different. It's all his preparation, all his judgment. That's a class of a world-class player, I would say. Somebody like Sangakkara did that over time. You have players like Sanat, Kalu, Roshan, Hashan. They did. Asanka Gurusingh had his own style. He was a pillar and a wall to the Sri Lankan side, where he allowed all the others to express themselves. They know that Asang is there on the other side. It gave so much confidence to them. So this group of players gelled and knew about each other's game very well, and that makes a difference.
Amazing, Mr. Marwan. And 136 for 5 after 17 overs. Sri Lanka legends are really doing well, but Aravinda still holding at one end, not giving up. We are talking about his preparations, and we are witnessing that here again, one more time. Even if it's an exhibition game, he's pretty serious about his business.
It's like you having a driving license and not driving for a couple of years, maybe a couple of decades in Arvinda's case. But the moment you sit behind that wheel, you know you're driving, and you have that pride, and you have that perception that you want to show the players, the present lot, the fans that we have come to see, that what you are made of, and that's exactly what Arvind is doing.
Absolutely, what a proud moment for us, and it's the people from KL really blessed and are really glad to see Aravinda, Arjuna, Sanat Jayasuriya, Marwan Atapatu, everyone come together and play for us. Beautiful moment, and it's going to remain in our hearts for many years to come. And 17 overs done, 136 for 5. Now Jonathan J. Jonathan is going to bowl his second over, and Aravinda is almost just 2 short of his 50.
He's got half the runs that Sri Lanka has scored, just less.
What a shot, that's huge. Hit the roof. One more 6 for Aravinda. What a way to bring his half century, the legend. Excellent shot.
What a player. It's one of his signature shots. Yeah, it's so nice and pleasing in the eye to see somebody like Aravinda playing and bringing back all old memories.
We're talking about his skills, his mindsets, his preparations, and now he's executing it in front of the public. Back foot, short ball, disappearing, deep square leg for a 6, hitting the roof. What a player. One more shot, going towards the extra cover. Can that be a boundary? A fielder comes in and stops it. Just a single, says Aravinda.
Arjuna is taking a bit easy. I know during the day he was one of those fastest runners along with Sanat Jayasuriya between the wickets. But he's a bit, obviously years have gone by, he's a bit different, but he is another lion who rose at the correct time. And these kind of players, you talk to them, it's like you're in another world. Honestly, there's a huge between the current players and a player of Arjuna or Aravinda's caliber.
Excellent, and we are seriously looking for future Aravinda Desilva as well from Sri Lanka. We're missing him. Some players. Do you feel like anyone closer to Aravinda's skill sets these days from Sri Lanka?
No, not even half close. Sorry to say. Not that I've seen. Yeah, you have seen out of the present lot somebody like Patum Nisanka, who could be. Obviously, we have seen the class of Sangha, Mahela, unorthodox Dilshan. There have been quite a few at Aravinda in all conditions against all attacks. What he had done over the years is remarkable. Yeah,
remarkable, irreplaceable. That's true from Marwan Atapatu, the legend himself, and Jonathan J. He won 7 runs in the first ball. Then a good comeback from him. 1.1. Just a couple of balls left in his 18th over, and Aravinda is up against Jonathan. Move away from the 4th stump, trying to play to the leg stump. That's how he plays. Just missed it. It's a leg bye this time.
And, I mean, these are times that Aravinda will obviously take a few risks, but those risks are worth taking. You call them calculated risks, where if you hit, you obviously runs, but then there's a huge risk of getting bowled or LBW for that matter. But once again, it's about knowing your game.
That's exactly, knowing your game is the basic thing in cricket. You play to your strength all the time and work on your negatives, work on your weaknesses. That's how the international players, they do. And 18 overs done, 146 for 5. Sri Lanka legends looking solid. They have still 2 more overs left in the 20 overs first innings. Arjuna just came in, 3 of 6. Aravinda, solid 55 in 46 balls.
Yeah, I hope we get to see Roshan Mahanam as well, who played a major role in Sri Lanka's win in 896. playing those valuable innings when the top order didn't fire. That's one thing that we as a group, we as a nation that has admired, everybody contributed. We played this tournament with 12 players. Me and Upul Chandan not participating in any game. Pushpa played one game against India, but the unity that we had in that dressing room gave us that win easily, I would say.
Amazing, amazing. It's a great story from Mr. Marwan Atapattu, and we all love his batting as well. The techniques, the basics, the foundations, the long innings, we all remember those things. Even though he started with lots of failures in test games, but he came back strongly, and very honored, humble to see him sitting in the comment box talking about Sri Lankan legends. What a good shot that one, came down the wicket, goes straight to the mid-wicket fielder. Only one run for Aravinda.
Aravinda is going to have 5 more sixes or get out in this over, I would say. I think he's hush and puffing at this moment, but I think he had enough. He has showed and he wants to get Roshan Mahanama into action, and I'm sure Roshan fans would love this.
So Arjuna is just waiting for his turn along with Aravinda. He led Aravinda to play because Ace is on song 55 or 47. Oh, what a shot that one! Excellent one. This is 2026 shot from Aravinda. Reverse sweep.
He even can do that. I never seen him do that in his playing days. He didn't have to. He had all the shots in front of the wicket. He never had to switch it or reverse sweep for that matter. But now, maybe he can do that. He shows the world that yeah, if he wanted to, he can do that at the age of 60 even. So it shows the class of this person again.
That is amazing. Reverse sweep which we never expected. That's Aravinda. A flighted delivery, ball goes up. Can it be a catch? Underneath the fielder. Oh, he dropped it. Quite lucky.
I'll tell you what, Aravind is trying his best. I think it's best that he retires and get Roshan Mahanama in. I think he has done his bit. He's tired. He's not that 25-year-old anymore. I think it's best that if he can do that.
The fielding team themselves want to see Aravinda to bat again.
We have seen him enough. I mean, all those years around, people around the world, cricketers in the middle of the field, they have seen Aravinda enough.
This is a golden chance for us. Aravinda, keep playing.
Typical of Ranatunga, playing those cheeky shots. Every time Arjuna blocks, it's always almost a single. That's how good he is, rotating the strike. Never under pressure. That is him.
Captain Cool, we all know that. Flighted delivery. Arjuna looking to extend his feet and going for the shot.
Clever bowling though, bowling it slow. Faster you bowl to these top batters, easier it gets.
A typical sweep shot from Arjuna Ranatunga goes towards the boundary. The fielders are chasing it. Yes, they stop. Couple of runs taken by the legend, captain of Sri Lanka legend team, 1996 winning captain. Taken couple of runs, playing that favorite sweep shot from him.
There's a trademark shot of Arjuna's. Plays it to perfection. Plays it from mid-wicket to fine leg.
A flighted delivery coming down the wicket. The ball goes up. Looks like a catch. Oh, easy lollipop missed by the fielder. One more chance given to the Sri Lankan legend. This time it's to Arjuna Ranatunga. So lucky that fielders are keep missing the catches and runs are keep coming. 19 overs done. 154 for 5.
Maybe intentionally, not only the spectators, the fielders want to see these two bat for long. Maybe a few catches have gone, but that's how it is. These two guys, along with Sanat Kalu at the start, have showed how they played the game when they were there, when they were at their prime, and nothing has changed. I bet you if you get them to practice a good 2 months, I think they'll be good enough to compete, even at a high level. You don't lose it. You don't lose it. I mean, today has been a exhibition of shot playing, and it has been proven by these special players.
Well, talking about special players, but it's a special moment for me in the com box with the legendary Marwan Atopatu. So there's something I wanted to know from you yourself. While you were batting in your peak, you were playing against Brett Lee, Shoaib Akhtar and all those fast bowlers. So how did you face them? How was it like?
Well, it's a question that I need to ask somebody like Sampras or Nadal, how they receive a serve when it comes to them at 160 kilometers an hour. You practice so much, you train your brain, muscles to take over, and it happens. It is very natural.
Meanwhile, a good catch, and that will be the end of Arvinder De Silva. A brilliant knock comes to an end. He's gone for 60 and a good catch as well.
Yeah, that was a good catch, diving forward. Not easy. And to get rid of Aravinda, every time he puts on this World Cup t-shirts of his, it always runs for him. It looks like that way.
Well, he's the batter who scored that century in the winning cause, and today he has done something similar as well. Spectacular innings from him. 60 runs in quick time as well. Just 49 deliveries. And well played. What a knock from the legend. Well, coming back to the point of you facing those quick bowlers, and I just wanted to know that what was the mindset that you took while facing them?
Obviously, you get to know the pace, the reputation, the wicket that you're playing on. You obviously get ready. You visualize, you get ready to face such quick deliveries. And we being lucky to have seniors who have faced them earlier, get them help. Coaches over the years have given us so many techniques. And you practice thinking of somebody is going to bowl at you, somebody is going to come at you at that pace. And as I said earlier, the body takes over. Mind tells the body and the body takes over, and then obviously you look back and think, okay, you have faced somebody who's 160, the fastest in the world, which gives you so much confidence. You walk to the next game and think, okay, you have played this before, and you carry on. It happens, but for somebody who's watching, fascinated, watching people play those kind of fast bowlers, is something that I said about Nadal, me watching Nadal, and I'm just thinking, how is he doing it?
Absolutely. So that's from the man himself, a different perspective of a cricketer. Meanwhile, it's Chavinder Vas, the new batter, who's going to face his first delivery, 5 more deliveries to go. And it's Tihan, the skipper of Australia. A good slow delivery, good change of pace as well.
Well, good bowling. Chavinder Vas is a very renowned finisher of the game. He could hit the long ball. He's one of those guys whom we relied to finish games, and he had done it to on and off for Sri Lanka. Obviously, he's a different player when he gets the ball in his hand. We could see it today. Will caution all those guys who are in yellow, beware of the first over. Very rarely not get a wicket. Yeah, I'm just giving you a signal.
Yes, absolutely. I think growing up, I've seen him bowl, especially with the new ball. He's very lethal. I remember him getting a hat-trick in a World Cup game against Bangladesh. The first 3 deliveries, he got 3 wickets. So he's someone who is very lethal, who has been lethal. Of course, things are different now, but of course, class.
Didn't you see the 4th one?
Oh yes, absolutely.
He got 4 in a row.
Absolutely.
That's how deadly he is. He could drop that ball on a coin. He's deadly accurate.
Absolutely. So the fifth delivery coming up. He goes cross-batted. Just trying to fetch the ball from outside the off stump, playing it on the on. Just a single.
Roshan is another special player for Sri Lanka. Over the years, he broke into the scene when Imran Khan said he'll have Roshan in any of his teams as a fielder. And then he started off as an opening batter who served Sri Lanka for a long time, and then he moved down when requests came from the management. He was so humble. That's a good shot again from Vasi. Picked the gap nicely to end the innings. Typical of Vasi hitting those big ones at the end. Nice finish.
Well, that was a clean hit right from the middle of the bat. Look at that. Good use of the feet as well. And a good end to the innings. 160 on the board. Sri Lanka legends will be very happy with this effort. So we'll be heading into a short break. But before that, we'll have a look at the batting card. Well, the Sri Lanka legends, they were put in to bowl first. Sanath Jayasuriya and Ramesh Kalavitarana went off to a good start. 14 and 17 for them. Asanka scored 12, but then it was Arvinda De Silva who scored 60. Marwanata Patu 18 for him. Upul Chandana 11 and 17 extras. 160 on the board. So the rest of the world, Australia, will need to score 161 in their 20 overs. Well, for the bowlers, Dihan started off well with the new ball. 4 overs for him and a wicket. Tulen took 2, Arjuna 1, and Arvinda Suresh got a couple of wickets for him as well. So 161 to win. But yes, a wonderful knock there from Arvinda De Silva. He's just given us the glimpse of that wonderful knock in the final. Let's have a look at few of his shots today. He started off with a flick shot, and then he played few good looking shots on the offside as well. Classy batting. It just showed exactly why he has such a good reputation. He has been very good with the sweep shot as well, and he scored some quick runs. Started off with a very slow temperament, but then he catched up and then he accelerated. Back-to-back boundaries in that over as well, and that big 6 on the onside. He played a wonderful knock and the switch hit. Still experimenting. Wonderful to watch him bat today. So we'll be heading into a short break and we'll come back with the run chase.
Yeah, and it's both one of, a lot of technical aspect. It's amazing.
Innings of Sri Lanka 1996 World Cup winning team, 30th anniversary tour of Malaysia, taking against the rest of the world. The Sri Lankan team lost the toss, but batting first, scored 160 runs, and the rest of the world need 161 to win. And what a blistering knock from Aravinda De Silva for his 50 plus runs, and lastly chipped in by Upul Chandana for a quick 10 plus runs, and lovely start by Jayasuriya and Kalavitarna. The initial couple of fours and sixes from both the top order bats, and interesting matchups, and it was like so nice and glad to see these players who played the 1996 World Cup and come back and repeat the same innings, same effect to us. It's a blessing for us. Along with me is Rex, joining me in the com box. Hi Rex.
Hello, man. Yeah, plenty of entertainment during the Sri Lanka Legends innings. The highlight for us was Aravinda De Silva's batting. We put on quite a show. Some unbelievable shots, and the class remains after all these years. It's pretty interesting that he even played a reverse sweep. We haven't seen that many of those kind of strokes from him during his playing days. He's reinvented himself after retirement. Chaminda to open proceedings for Sri Lanka Legends, like he did in Lahore 30 years ago. Also, I noticed that Alex Contouris, the physiotherapist, is on the field. Is feeling at mid-off. Ashan Tilakaratna is unwell and is filling in for him.
First ball about to bowl. Chaminda was the legendary left-arm pacer from Sri Lanka. Here comes the first ball from Chaminda was asking for out, Looks like a plum. Umpire is still taking time. Looks like it slightly down the line. No said umpire, but what a way to start. He's still good. He's still very sharp, bowling those incoming deliveries on a nagging length which comes back in again and again, confusing the batters. Legend bowling the second ball. Very good bowling this time. The ball goes away. No run.
Yeah, Vas is quite good at it to bring the ball back to the right hander. Often gets caught behind or bowled. It's very accurate. Even during his playing days, he was not the quickest, but when it comes to accuracy, there's no one to beat him.
Third ball, nicely played to the coach, Mr. Dave Ratmore, 1996 World Cup winning team's coach, currently the coach of Malaysian cricket team.
Viren Sehwag was recently asked who was the toughest bowler that he faced. He was given several names, but he kept on insisting Chaminda Vas was the most toughest guy that he played.
What a delivery, that's from the legend. Very good ball. 3 dot balls in this first over.
Bit of bounce in that last delivery. People would be worried that, we might not have this game as it was raining yesterday, but the weather's been kind to us today.
Wonderful bowling. The ball goes directly to the boundary. Hardly you see from Vas giving boundaries. It's a very good shot from Jihan. Look at the replay here.
Yeah, not the best ball from Chaminda this over. Has been on the money on most occasions, not on that time, and just put away.
Is one of the best ball from Chaminda Vas, the legend who played 322 matches for Sri Lanka, picking up 400 wickets at 27.53 average, and in that we have 4 5-wicket hauls, and best bowling is 8 wickets for 19 versus Zimbabwe in 2001. The best bowler the world have ever seen.
Yeah, I was there in that game, played at SSC. The match was over. It was a day game, and the game ended before 12 o'clock or something. And importantly, that Vasi had 2 overs to bowl, but the captain, Sanat Jayasuriya, on that occasion took him out of the attack after he sent out those 8 overs, and he continued to bowl the remaining 2 overs as well. Maybe he would have ended up with all 10 wickets.
Of course. This is such a legend. On his day, anything can happen. Ravindra is bowling against Dinesh.
Also, the important factor about Chaminda is the fitness levels that he's maintained. Not only all those years that he spent playing for Sri Lanka, he's also frequently played in the county circuit. He represented several counties, Middlesex, Worcestershire. I think he ended up with Northampton, where he played several seasons.
Ravindra Pushpakumara, that was looking for out, and yes, it is out again by the umpire. What a lovely bowling from Ravindra Pushpakumara, the legend from 1996 World Cup, the fast bowler, bowling medium now. Dinesh is out, playing 4 balls, 1. Look at that swing, excellent ball, middle and leg, an easy plumb, easy decision for the umpire as well. The rest of the world lost their first wicket under 2 overs.
Yeah, Pushpa is one of the fastest bowlers that Sri Lanka have produced. His skill sets were identified early, and he spent a couple of seasons at MRF Academy in Madras. That was a place where that groomed several young Sri Lankan fast bowlers in the 1990s. Currently, Pushpa is attached to Sri Lanka Cricket, works as one of the fast bowling coaches. Even Chamindavas had a stint as the Sri Lanka fast bowling coach. He's had a bit of stints with other international sides as well, worked with New Zealand, and then in recent years he spent a bit of time coaching franchise teams.
Very confident looking bowling from Ravindra Pushpakumara, picking up a wicket, and the ball goes leg side this time.
You notice that Devratmo has come onto the field. He's at mid-on. I think one of the players had to go off the field, and Vatmo's replaced him. 72 is Devratmo. Not bad.
Pushpakumara to Dihan. Excellent bowling, the same ball that one got him a wicket. Nicely played by Gihan. Wonderful bowling from Ravindra Pushpakumara, not giving anything easy here. Ball goes straight to the captain, Arjuna Ranatunga, the legend.
Big target this is for the rest of the world team. They are able to drop catches when Sri Lanka legends were batting. Had they taken those chances, they wouldn't be chasing this many.
Out swingers, even though he's bowling a medium pace, still the ball swings away from the batter. Well left from Gihan. 4 runs off 6 balls, and Ramesh not scored yet. 6 for 1 after 2 overs.
It's going to be Chamindavas again to bowl the third over. Send down a decent first over. Beat the bat a couple of times, and there was a leg before shout as well that was turned down. Easy. He is to bowl his second over.
The champ is back. Chamindavas, the champion bowler, is back. In 2003 versus Bangladesh, he took 3 wickets at the first 3 balls of the match. First and only time it's happened in the World Cup history. And he finished with 6 for 25.
Yeah, Peter Marisburg.
A very good shot from Ramesh, going away from the cover fielder. Easy couple of runs. Good fielding from Opal.
That match that you were talking about is was against Bangladesh. I think it was Sri Lanka's second game in the tournament. They played New Zealand in Bloemfontein. That was their first game, and then the Bangladesh game was their next game. Won both games comfortably. Sri Lanka went on to reach the semi-finals in that tournament.
Very good bowling again from the champion bowler, known as swing master with the new ball. He can swing both ways, around 130 to 140 kilometers during his prime. He can move the ball late and hit a perfect length. That is Vas. A pull shot attempted, goes towards the mid wicket. Stoppable. Fielder is chasing it. Couple of runs easily taken. Ramesh got 2 more runs against Chaminda.
Was also been a pivotal member of the Sri Lankan side during some historic games. For example, when they won their first test match overseas in Napier in 1994. He was the man of the match, ended up with 10 wickets. and then some useful contributions with the bat as well. He was only 20-year-old at that point.
Asking for out, umpire said it's not out. So second shout from the champion.
Sri Lanka have produced quite a few fast bowlers, but not many have had the success of Chaminda Was, obviously the only seamer to take over 300 wickets. Most
Lovely bowling again. The ball was moving away from the right-hander. So wonderful bowling from Chaminda Was here. And one thing I'd like to share about Was is he's played 11 years without missing a World Cup since 1996. 1996, 99, 2003, 2007, and he's almost gotten 400 wickets.
Yeah, he just missed out on 2011 World Cup. I remember he was not retired, but they didn't pick him. And then eventually for the final, with so many injuries going on in the final, he was actually flown into Bombay for the final against India, but he did not feature in that game. A game that Sri Lanka went down to lose.
3 overs done, 11 for 1, rest of the world. Ihan on 4 and Ramesh on 5. Chaminda ball 2 overs. Not picked up a wicket, but given just 10 runs.
Ravindra Kumar was as talented as any fast bowler that Sri Lanka produced. You know, I mean, there's a lot of hope when he first came onto the scene, and he had quite an impact as well in the early days. But then the injuries took a toll. And his full potential was never materialized. Lovely guy, fantastic teammate, and excellent storyteller as well.
And Ravindra Pushpakumara is continuing his bowling form. He's bowling in beautiful areas. He's proving that he's a legend. Look at Ramesh, 2 steps down the crease to cut that swing. He's still not able to rotate the strike. Upul, that was something interesting from you. Crowd loves that. Still agile in the cricket field, Upul Chandana.
Upul Chandana was Sri Lanka's fielding coach until recently. He's still attached with Sri Lanka cricket, but not anymore with the national team. Did quite a bit of work to improve the team's fielding standards during his stint.
That one goes up, and a fantastic shot from Ramesh. Get us a boundary against Ravindra Pushpakumara. That was the first boundary given from Ravindra. Look at the shot.
Yeah, nicely played. A little bit of width and just put it away.
Ramesh is moving towards 9 in 10 balls or run a ball. 146 to win. Ravindra coming down the wicket, going towards the coach. Very good fielding coach.
Is at mid-on and contour is at mid-off.
Some funny moments there. Very sportive, keeping the moment alive. Mr. D. Watmore.
Was born in Sri Lanka and even had his initial education in Colombo before he migrated to Australia as a kid.
Straight forward again to the coach, Dave Watmore. Very good fielding, Dave.
Yeah, represented Australia in a few test matches, then went on to coach Victoria, from where he took over the Sri Lankan job in 1994. Then moved to Lancashire after the World Cup win.
Nice bowling by Ravindra. Outside the off stump, goes straight to the third man for just 1 run. Total 7 runs came in this over. Pretty productive for the rest of the world. And 4 overs done, 18 runs scored and lost a wicket.
Are we going to see more of Chaminda Was, or is it going to be change of bowling? It's got a couple of spin options. Arjuna can also use the medium pace of Asanka Gurusinga. It used to be medium pace those days. There was a time that when Asanka came in as first change, I mean, yeah, there were a few games where he shared the new ball as well. And on certain occasions he came in as first change, very handy bowler. It's going to be Sanath Jayasuriya. Quite handy with this. Everyone talk about. We all like talking about Sanath's batting, but he's been very useful, more than useful with his bowling as well. Over 300 ODI wickets. He won Sri Lanka a few games with his bowling. Very crafty operator.
Here comes the legend, Sanath Jayasuriya, always a lucky bowler. I still remember the semi-finals, he picked up Sachin's wicket that turned the game entirely towards Sri Lanka's favourite.
Yeah, I think, credit to Ramesh Kaluvitharana for that more than Sanath Jayasuriya. It was smart glove work. And, when Sachin was batting, it looked a totally different pitch. The moment Sachin got out, it all started happening, and, India couldn't simply handle Sri Lanka's spin. Several spin options they had in that competition. Sanath with his left arm spin. Then there was obviously Aravind with his off spin, and they were the guys who were backing up the likes of Kumar Dharmasena and Muthaiya Muralidharan, the two main spinners. There's also Ashanti Thirukaratne who can bowl, is ambidextrous. Everyone is talking these days about Kamala Mendes, but before him was Ashan.
Sanath to Ramesh, first delivery, flighted delivery, a very good take from Kaluvitharana.
Run rate going past 9 now.
Second delivery, flighted one, nicely played by Ramesh. No damage is done. Checking the line and length from Sanath.
Rest of the world need a couple of boundaries.
Oh, very well bowled by Sanath. Third ball coming towards the leg stump. Middle and leg, and single taken by Ramesh.
Much needed boundary that time. From the bat of Gihani.
Oh. Oh, what a lovely shot that one. It's a lofted one. Pierced two fielders left and right, went for a quick boundary. Excellent shot from Young. Oh, looks like a wideish delivery. Going past the keeper, almost reached the boundary. Yes, one more boundary for the rest of the world. They're very happy to get this.
Yeah, two
5
boundaries.
runs given.
2 boundaries in the over. Much needed one for the rest of the world.
Almost 9 runs, 10 runs came in this over. Well played towards the covers, looking for a couple of runs. This looks like, yes, they can easily take that. Very well played towards covers. 2 runs, bit of an expensive over from Sanath, which is usually not. It's usually very tight. One more ball left. The 5th over of the second innings. Excellent ball, excellent batting from Jihan. Properly defended the last ball, and it's an expensive over. 12 runs came in the 5th over, bowled by Sanath Jayasuriya. 30 for 1, rest of the world, out of 5 overs.
Yeah, that settled them a little bit. The run rate was climbing at one point, and the 12 runs off that over, and rest of the world would be feeling that things are much under control now. They got 9 wickets in hand.
Well, ideally not a bad start for the rest of the world. 30 on the board. They're going in at 6 runs per over. The required run rate now slightly creeping up, 8.73 runs required. So I think someone needs to take the responsibility and score some quick runs in here.
It's going to be Ravindra Kumara.
A good swing of the bat. He goes over the infield. Long chase here for the fielder. Scores a couple of runs there.
Lovely ground. This is Royal Selangor Cricket Club. It's a proud history. Started in 1884 by the British. Last night's function was hosted at the clubhouse, which is at a different location. Both these facilities are in the heart of the city in Kuala Lumpur, and serves very well when it comes to hosting international cricket matches. Malaysia has hosted a few international cricket tournaments.
Yes, absolutely. I think we have a lot of ACC and ICC events happening here. 4 grounds, wonderful facilities, and it's a wonderful shot as well. Flicked off the pads, and a very good timing once again.
I think Malaysia is ranked 25th in the world, is that right?
It's absolutely 25th in the world, and in the year of 2024, Malaysia hosted the most number of international games in the world.
Yeah, and looking at the talents, young kids, boys and girls who turned up for the coaching session this morning, there were some very skillful players. The player whom Arvind identified during that session his name is Baukesh, if I'm not mistaken, and left-handed batter, and he had a few good things to say about him, and gave him some tips as well.
Well, fun fact, he's son of one of our fellow commentators, Shiva. So yeah, talented father and talented son as well. I'm sure it will be a proud moment for him.
I'm also made to understand there's one cricket team from a rural area in Malaysia. They had won a cricket tournament and they were brought down to Kuala Lumpur a couple of days back to give them a bit of a cricket experience and a bit of a tour of the city. And this is the first time that they've come to Kuala Lumpur, and those kids are having an absolute ball.
Yes, actually, there's a lot of regional cricket going on. That's in the air, just short of the fielder. Well, going back to the point, a lot of regional cricket happening, and they only come to Kuala Lumpur when they participate in the big tournaments, if only they qualify there. So actually there is a lot of extensive and competitive cricket going on, and we have seen a lot of players coming in from the under-19 and the under-17 squad as well for Malaysia. Talking about the under-19 squad, they were qualified for the Asian Cup as well. They played the Asia Cup against India, Pakistan, and all those big names. So a proud moment for them as well.
Yeah, now that Dialog has joined them as their coach, is someone who's coached several international teams, obviously been involved with the World Cup winning team as well. With his arrival, let's hope that Malaysia keep improving and start playing at the top league.
Well, definitely he will be the key here. Backs up a lot of experience. He has been coaching a couple of very good sides as well and lead them to success. and I'm pretty sure Malaysia will be hoping the same as well.
A decent turnout of spectators as well. Several Sri Lankans living in Malaysia have turned up, and so are the locals, which is a sign that the game is prospering.
And you have to give a lot of credit to these legends as well. I have seen them from morning till now. They have not turned down any fans out there giving autographs and taking selfies. I'm sure for the fans it's a wonderful moment, but then being the legends, and they have been very humble.
Yes, indeed. Several of them landed in Kuala Lumpur yesterday morning, and they had an event function yesterday evening, which ended around 11 o'clock. I'm sure although they went back to the hotel at 11 o'clock, I don't think many of them would have gone to sleep at 11 o'clock. And then to turn up this morning and to be involved with that coaching clinic, which lasted for about 2.5 hours. That's after them, and then now they're playing this game.
Absolutely, it shows the love and passion and the commitment towards the game as well. A classic example. Meanwhile, there's a big swing of the bat, just short of the fielder. Sanath Jayasuriya looking for that wicket, looking for that breakthrough. Well, he's the man with the golden arm. He's picked up so many wickets through his career.
Talking of Sanath, he started initially as an all-rounder. He was someone that the team relied heavily on to bowl his overs, and he used to bat at the lower middle order. After about maybe 5 years since he started his career in 91, and maybe around 95, this thought of letting him out, because he could clear the boundary quite easily, and he had so much of power. Then the guys like Dilip Mendes, Davatmo, and Archana decided that they are going to open with him and give him the license to go after the bowling, and he became a sensational opening batsman, not only in one-day cricket but in tests as well. Scored Sri Lanka's first triple hundred.
Well, absolutely. And it was just that ease that he batted with, especially hitting the fast bowlers over the point region for sixes. That's something we hardly watch even in this modern era of the game.
Yeah, if you go to the London Oval, there's this picture of Sanath Jayasuriya uppercutting Angus Fraser for 6 over point in a test match in 1998. Sri Lanka went on to win the test match, their first test win in England, and given us some moments to cherish for the rest of our lives. Also, talking about the triple hundred, do you know that Sri Lanka had a triple centurion in test cricket long before India had one? India had been playing test cricket since 1930s. Sri Lanka started only in 1982, and before India had a triple centurion in test cricket, Sri Lanka had one. Virendra Sehwag was the first Indian to score a triple hundred. That was in the year 2004, I think. And Sanath got to the milestone in 1997 against England, when Sri Lanka went on to post 956 for 7 declared, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, interesting facts there. And we have just seen Marwan Atapattu giving a lot of autographs, so entertaining the youngsters. And he's always having that wry smile on his face. A very positive cricketer, I would say. In comes Upul Chandana. And that's cut away in the gap as well. Long chase, and that will be 4 runs. Good shot there from Jihan.
Marwan's made a big reputation as a very good coach as well. He was Sri Lanka's coach when they went on to win their first test series in England in the year 2014. Obviously, has a very good record as Sri Lanka's test captain as well.
Again, a good looking shot straight to the fielder, no runs there. Well, I think all the players in the team has a long history, and they've contributed for the game while they were playing, and now even after they have stopped playing, being coaches and helping with the development of cricket as well. Another good looking shot that's in the gap. Good footwork there, good save.
Yeah, most of them are involved with the game in some capacity or the other, except for Arjuna. It's not had much to do with cricket since his playing days. He's been also heavily involved in politics, Arjuna, so doesn't allow him the time to dedicate for cricket. He was a member of parliament for several years and a minister as well.
Absolutely. Well, he's still doing something for the development of the country, which is evenly important. And meanwhile, there was a wide delivery that brings up the 50 as well. Wild swing and a miss again. Vicious turn there. Upul Chandana is bowling well.
Upul Chandana had a match bag of 10 wickets in Australia in a test match. Only Sri Lankan to claim a match bag of 10 wickets in Australia. Funny it is, he was not supposed to take part in that tour. Murali did not go for some reason. We had some issues with Australia. And Upul Chandana was drafted in as a replacement, and he went on to take 10 wickets in a game. That was in 2004. Also the Lasith Malinga's debut series.
It's a long history. Meanwhile, another good looking shot. Boundary here for Jihan. Well, it's a decent partnership forming out there.
Absolutely. Something much needed. 54 for 1 wicket now at the end of the 8th over. The run rate is still under 9. Like I said earlier, the drop catches proved to be costly. They've taken those catches. They could have kept Sri Lanka Legends to maybe 140.
Yes, absolutely. I think some important catches went down just at the wrong time for them, but rightly for Sri Lanka Legends. And then the wonderful knock from Arvinder De Silva, scored 60 runs in just 49 deliveries. Started off very slowly, and then the moment he started hitting those boundaries, there was no stopping back for him.
Yeah, class act. A lot of entertainment for the fans and lots to learn for the kids who are watching.
Well, absolutely. And they still play that fearless brand of cricket. That's wonderful to watch even at this age, 30 years from that World Cup, and they're still doing it. Sanat Jayasuriya will continue in here. Be bowling to Ramesh. Played straight to the fielder. Well, talking about the development of the cricketers in Sri Lanka, it has been quite some time since they have won their last World Cup, especially in the ODI format, and since then we have not seen them picking up. So any thoughts on that, how they're going to make it happen once again?
Well, there was a period that they were very consistent. If you take 2003 World Cup, 50-over World Cup I'm talking of, they were losing semi-finalists. Then the next World Cup in the Caribbean 2007, they lost the final to Australia. Then obviously the next World Cup in
Oh, good shot there, heaved away on the onside. Again taking on Jayasuriya. Jihan is playing a wonderful knock in here.
Yeah, he is. Then, as I said, the next World Cup in 2011, when India and Sri Lanka coasted the event along with Bangladesh, they reached the finals again. But from then in between, there were several T20 World Cup final appearances as well. They won in 2014. From there on, it's been a bit of a downhill. They've been forced to play qualifying rounds as well, which is not good. But the good thing is, in one-day cricket, in the 50-over format, they've beaten teams like Australia and they've beaten teams like India. But then, you know, I mean, some suggest that, you know, these are in home conditions and, you know, spinner-friendly tracks and stuff like that. So, yeah, they've, like, you know, I mean, not made a huge impact in the last few years, but I'm sure, as fans would agree, that they are quietly getting there.
Yes, absolutely. Probably if we just take out the last 10 years, Sri Lanka were always that force to reckon with, beating all those big teams and dominating both with the bat and with the ball.
There have been some very good individual performances. Pathum Nissanka has been very consistent. He's among the top 10 batters in the world at the moment. Then there is Kusal Mendis, who's been quite consistent as well in the last 2 years. Then if you take the bowling, you know, I mean, there have been guys like Dusmantha Chamira, Mahesh Theekshana.
And Pathirana as well.
Yeah.
Good use of the
Pathirana has been struggled a bit with his consistency, but these two guys have been instrumental in winning Sri Lanka several games. And Chamir, of course, age is a little bit of a issue, but there are decent fast bowlers coming through. Eshan Malinga is having a good time in the IPL, and Sri Lanka will be travelling to the West Indies next month, and he will be quite handy. Yeah, so as I said, you know, I mean, they are trying to make an impact, and now with Gary Crescent taking over, hopes are high that they'll be able to turn things around.
Yes, absolutely. I think it's all about the mindset. If you talk about this team in 1996, where most of the teams in ODIs were just looking to score 200 plus runs and get through, right? But then there was Kalvitarana and Jayasuriya with that opening stand, and then the formation in the middle as well. So a complete team that you know, changed the context of the game. It changed the whole complexion, and they played that fearless brand of cricket, which really turned things for them.
Also, as Arjuna said once, players like Aravind, Sanath and Murali, they come in once in 50 years or so. And, you know, I mean, Sri Lanka are very fortunate that they had, you know, I mean, all those players around the same time. So, you know, I mean, to replace the big shoes of Aravinda, Sanath and Murali, it's not easy. It's quite a task. Hopefully, somewhere down the line, we will see some match winners like them who are consistent with their performance and who are able to take Sri Lanka back to their glory days.
Absolutely.
Good job, guys. Nice discussion. Very good. Making the game more active. Better than them. Even. Huh? Yeah, have to drink, sir.
Drinks? No problem.
Break. For 1 after 9 overs. Rest of the world is really putting up a show here and chasing that 160 runs set as a target by Sri Lankan legends. Good fight back, just 1 wicket lost. Gihan 31 of 22, Ramesh 22 of 27. What a lovely partnership.
Yeah, both Gihan and Ramesh have been solid. Played some good looking shots. The score has moved up to 6-2 for 1 at the end of 9 overs. Chandana's leg spin has been brought into the attack to find a breakthrough. His first over cost 11 runs. And more runs.
What a shot, the one from Gihan. He's on song, doing boundaries, dealing in boundaries. Upul Chandana ball, the flighted loopy ball. Easy pickings for Gihan. Look at the shot.
Yeah, nicely executed. Went to the vacant area.
Second ball. A quicker one this time. Again played nicely, but there is a fielder for the protection. Just single. Gihan is really on the move. Go for his boundaries. Each delivery is facing.
Sri Lanka Legends need a breakthrough now. This partnership is threatening.
Good shot from Ramesh this time, but there is a protection.
That was Alex Contreras.
Things are getting heated up. 93 required. The batters are looking to free their arms, looking for boundaries. Very interesting.
They've got to keep taking these risks, and somewhere down the line, Sri Lanka Legends would be hoping that there's a miss hit and they'll be able to find a breakthrough.
Down the crease, look at the shot. The ball goes up, unhandsome for a lovely 6.
Yeah, that was a superb shot. Lovely use of feet, and it's straight down the ground.
Look at the replay here. Flighted delivery coming down the wicket. Very well played. Gihan on 40 in just 25 deliveries. Excellent innings. Ball goes straight to the fielder. Single this time. 4-1-1, 6-1. What an over. Productive for rest of the world.
Yeah, this partnership has been good for the rest of the world team. Both Ramesh and Gihan have well the innings together.
Very well played. Ramesh tapped the ball on the head towards third man for a couple of runs. It's an expensive over from Upul Chandana.
Yeah, 15 runs off the over. Bit of a sluggish outfield. There's been a bit of rain the last couple of days in Kuala Lumpur, and the outfield is not that electric. I thought it might go on for the boundary, but the ball stopped halfway through.
14 runs came in Upul Chandana's over. The previous over. 10 overs done. 77 for 1. Rest of the world. 25 for Ramesh. 43 for Gihan. 84 needed in just 10 overs.
Yeah, the last 10 overs are going to be interesting now. Let's wait and see who's going to be called up to bowl the 11th over. Looks like it's not Jayasuriya. No, it's not. It's going to be
There is a new introduction. I think looks
that
like
Kalutarna.
it's
Yeah, looks like
Kalutarna.
Hassan Guru Singh has taken over the wicket-keeping duties, and Ramesh Kalutarna has been called up to bowl. I'm not sure how often Kalu has bowled. He's been a wicket-keeper throughout. He's become a hotelier now, Ramesh Kalutarna. He's got a beautiful property in Udawalawe, a place where there's an elephant sanctuary, an elephant park. He's got a hotel close to that location.
First ball from Ramesh Kulvitana on the leg side, looking for a big shot. Gihan couldn't connect it. Dot ball to start with Ramesh Kulvitana. It's a good move from the captain Arjuna Ranatunga.
Just wondering what are the other bowling option the captain has. Obviously, there's
What a good shot, the one, the ball sails all along on for a huge 6. Ihan, you beauty, almost nailed it.
Yeah, one of the problems that Arjuna is facing here is 3 of his bowlers from the World Cup winning side, Muttiah Muralidharan, Kumar Dharmasena and Pramod Vikram Singh are missing from this trip.
One more ball goes towards the middle stump. Easy single for Gihan, and what a lovely half century for him.
Yeah, well played, Gyan.
Big round of applause to right hand batter.
Coming off just 29 balls, very good strike rate. Yeah, so I mean, he's got to use up everything that's available for him with those 3 guys not around. Ashan's not on the field as well, so his options are limited. I guess I mean, he could still bowl out in the overs.
Coming down the wicket, easy vacant place, looks like a boundary, but a fielder stopped it. That is Opal Chandana, very good at the deep. Only 1 run taken.
They need a wicket, Sri Lanka Legends, otherwise it's going to be trouble for them.
A flighted delivery, ball goes up. Can it go for a 6 again? Yes, one more 6 from Gihan. After reaching 50, he's dealing in 6s.
14 runs off the over, and now the run rate's below 8 runs required. Let's just change the equation after that over. Some very good strokes.
Very powerful stroke from Gihan. Excellent batting display here. The exhibition match is looking so entertaining because 70 needed in just 9 overs, which is 7.78 runs per over, and they are batting very, very good.
Yeah, with the game now evenly poised, the captain has brought himself on. Chuna's bit of a slow medium in his playing days. Remember, it's taken a few big wickets. Once he had Martin Crowe, the New Zealand captain, caught behind when he was on 299. So Martin Crowe missed out on a 100 by just 1 run. That was in Wellington in 1991. And I think New Zealand for many more years didn't have a triple centurion. And Brendan McCullum was, after many years after that, became New Zealand's first triple centurion.
I remember it was against India, if I'm not mistaken.
Exactly. Also had base in reserve in Wellington.
Arjuna to bowl, the new bowler. Oh, very good. That's a flighted deep ball from the captain himself.
Also, the great Sunil Gavaskar has been stumped in his career only twice. And one of those occasions, the bowler was Arjuna.
Coming down the wicket, there is looking for a wicket. Very good bowling. Very good bowling from Arjuna Ranatunga. But there was a leading edge.
Bit of a mix-up between the batsmen, but no harm done in the end. Yeah, so Arjuna has the knack of getting those big wickets.
The ball goes up. Can someone catch it? No, just landed in front of the fielder. Would have been out. Had the fielder caught that. Not easy one. Good bowling from Arjuna Ranatunga. He's creating opportunities for Sri Lanka Legends. Lucky captain.
2 dot balls and a single in his first 3 overs. Has been able to stop the run flow.
Sri Lanka badly looking for a wicket here. It's 69 only needed. They haven't picked up any other wicket after picking the first one, and they need some breakthroughs, and they're trying multiple options here.
Gihan has taken a few chances, and if rest of the world need to go on to win this game, he's got to stay till the end.
Looking for a big shot. This one goes straight to the hands of the fielder, and it's a wicket. What a lovely bowling from the captain himself. Gihan, the master batter, is out. Playing, coming down the wicket shot against Arjuna Ranatunga. And what a lovely catch in the deep.
Yeah, the original Captain Kumar has his knack of getting those big wickets. And he's done it again at the age of 62. Good catch by Kalu. He's not keeping wickets. $19 for 2, rest of the world. Really well played by Gihan. His 56 came off just 31 balls. And he's given his side a very good chance to go on to win this team. This over so far, Arjuna has just conceded 1 run and more importantly, given his side the breakthrough as well. Sanga Gurusingh is a bit of a jack of all trade as well. I mean, bats at number 3, bats in the middle order of the occasion demands, can keep wickets, can do a bit of medium pace. Yeah, does all of that.
Interesting Rex, those information. And a lovely bowling from Arjuna Ranatunga. He's mixing it up with off spin and leg spin. Excellent. How many dot balls? 3 dot balls. Just only 1 run given and picked up a wicket. That is the turning point of the match. A very good shot. Going straight to the fielder. The fields are spread. One is singles are coming now. A good control from the Sri Lankan legends.
Yeah, just 2 runs off the over and the big wicket of Gihan as well. Arjuna has brought his side back into the game. It was getting away from them at one point. But he brought himself on for that over and produced that crucial breakthrough. And more importantly, conceded just 2 runs.
Always love to steal Arjuna's mindset. He's thinking, he's out of the box all the time. Everyone bowled, he said, I'm going to bowl now. And he bowled, picked up a wicket, just given 2 runs. That is the captain cool, guys. He's something special all the time, and the team needs, and he'll be there.
Who's that going to be? Is that Neville? Yeah, I think that's the local groundsman.
The new bowler, Ace and Neville. Neville is a new bowler for Sri Lanka legends. He is a left-arm pace bowler.
He's a groundsman, is he? Is the groundsman here, Neville?
Yes, he plays lots of games, and he's one of the main member of RSC, Royal Selangor Club. He's an experienced candidate, a left-arm medium pace, hitting a hard length, and a very good batter. And he knows this ground in and out. Ball goes up. Can someone catch it? No. It sailed over the long fielder for a huge 6. And this time it is from the bat of Ramesh. Look at that. On the slot. No looking back. Beautiful shot. Cleared the ropes for a huge 6. Able to bowl the second delivery. This time it's to the stumps. Easy single. Runs are flowing for rest of the world. 61 needed in just 7.4 overs. Looks like achievable at Sri Lanka Lions. Sri Lanka legends looking for ways to get some more wickets. Again go for a big shot, but there is a fielder. It goes straight to the long on fielder's hand, and Shaminda Was, a good save from him. Mixing it up, Neville, very good bowling. Oh, that's a good bowling from Neville. Good comeback. Leaving the batter, creating a different angle this time. What a lovely shot this one.
Yeah.
It's a very good batting from Vairaka. Boundary for rest of the world.
Yeah, they keep on picking up those boundaries, and they are now fencing their chances. Of course, Vas has got a couple of overs, and Pushpamara has got 1 over as well.
Neville, one more ball. The ball goes straight to the deep mid wicket. Single this time, but a very productive over for the rest of the world. They score almost 13 runs in this over. In the Neville's first over, 106. They already crossed at 100 marks and losing 2 wickets. 55 needed. It's a tricky situation. Anything can happen when you have Chaminda Vas in your side.
Yeah, Arjuna's back to bowl not over. Bowled a very important over, and got the big wicket of Gyan as well. And he's got to do something similar again. Not consider too many wickets. I mean, not consider too many runs, and if possible to take another wicket or 2.
Wide delivery.
Not given.
Like
Not
it's-
given.
The batter moved
Yeah.
from the off stump. Sampay decided not to give that as a wide. That's a brilliant bowling from Arjuna Ranatunga. What a good thinking. Still he belongs to 2026. Oh, that's a wide this time because the batter moved towards the off stump. He wanted to ball towards the leg stump, just missed the line. Extra runs.
Yeah, a bit of sluggish, the outfield is still, otherwise it would have gone to cross the ropes.
A flighted delivery. Ball goes straight to the long arc. Fielders kept only 1 run. Very safe bowling. Defensive bowling from Arjuna Ranatunga. Very good bowling. Landing on the right spot where he wanted. No big damages. No big 6s and 4s. Single taken. He's happy to give single.
Ramesh is now on 29 of 36. Lanka has scored quicker than him. And he's almost to attack.
That's very, very close. Very close to the off stump. Had he missed that one, that would have been a clean LBW. Managed to play that ball. 2 balls left. Oh, what a shot that one. That one sailed. Oh, very good try at the deep. Passes the fielder. Oh, sky leg for a lovely, lovely 6 from Ramesh. He's moved to 35 with that 6.
Yeah, the required run rates now below 7 runs and over. The rest of the world will be now thinking that this is doable. They've got wickets in hand as well. The problem with Sri Lanka Legends is that they've not got too many bowling options up their sleeve.
An expensive over again, this time from Arjuna Ranatunga. That 1-6 spoiled the over. 14 overs done, 119 for 2. They need just 43 runs in the last 36 deliveries. There's a little discussion happening in the middle of the ground between the captain, Jayasuriya, who's the next bowler, and they're looking at the champion bowler, Vasi. They shortly call him. Maybe they need a couple of wickets.
Yeah, this will be a big moment if rest of the world boys beat Sri Lanka Legends. I'm made to understand that these guys play a bit of recreational cricket back in Australia, most of them from the state of Victoria, some of them from New South Wales, and they'll be like over the moon if they go on to win this one.
What is your prediction, Rex, according to you? Was has 2 overs and they need 42 runs in 36 balls. What's your opinion today?
I think at the moment, rest of the world will be fancying their chances because the important thing is they've got wickets in hand and they can take a few chances. And Ramesh in particular has batted very well. Varnaka is throwing his bat around in search of those quick runs, but they don't need those quick runs now. Now it's just 7 runs and over. So even if they sort of keep picking the gaps, it's still doable.
This is the 14th over. What is your thinking? What is your brain says? Which over Chaminda Was can bowl? He has 2 overs left.
So if he needs a wicket, the captain probably will have to bring in Vasi now rather than keep him towards the back end of the innings. So get him now, bowl an over, and try to break this partnership. And if there is a breakthrough, maybe get him to bowl the second over as well, and get a couple of wickets and put the pressure back on rest of the world.
Chaminda, Upul Chandana has come, and what a lovely turn. The previous delivery, it turned square actually. Given 27 runs in the first 2 overs, still Arjuna Ranathinga has full faith in Upul Chandana's over. A lovely delivery, that one back to back good deliveries. Looks like the match is getting tensed. Now players are spirited. They don't want to leave this game. They don't want to lose this game. What a shot, that one sailed over mid-wicket for a lovely looking 6 from Wanaka's bat. He's on 15 and moved to 21 with that 6. Full, powerful shot from the big man.
Yeah, the game's now very much within the rest of the world's reach. They've gone about this run chase in a very smart fashion. They made the most out of the power play overs, and then from there on they make the bowling.
Again a big shot. This is sailing again on the same direction with much power into the shot. Wanaka is looking so dangerous playing those kind of shots. Upul Chandana has to be very precise in his bowling.
Yeah, with that 6 now the equation is brought down to less than run a ball. Should be.
Look at the power he is generating behind that. That's not easy to hit. And one more boundary while we're talking. Back to back boundaries coming for rest of the world, and they are bringing down the equation to their favorite.
Yeah, Sri Lanka Legends actually missing some of their key bowlers who are able to take part in this game due to unavoidable reasons.
They badly need Chaminda Was in the next over. Arjuna already is thinking that. Think tank. A very good last ball, but it's already done. And rest of the world just smashed Upul Chandana all over the park. Look at that, 12, 16 and 17 runs came in his previous over. It's very expensive today.
Yeah.
15 overs done, 136 for 2.
70 runs off that over, and now the rest of the world need just 5 runs and over. Should be their game, this one. It will be a memorable night if they go on to pull this one.
So Rex, just 25 required. Should be a simple run chase, 8 wickets in hand.
Yeah, very interesting that, despite the equation being less than run a ball now, rest of the world guys are quite keen to go after the bowling, and they've not just search for singles, rotate the strike and stuff like that. They've been quite keen to clear the boundary and keep the way they've batted throughout the innings.
Yes, absolutely. I think the intent has been very positive, especially from that man, Wanaka. He's batting on 31 or 15. Romesh on the other hand is just playing the anchor role.
Yeah, very calculated knock. Has not taken too many risks. Just been happy to bat through the innings. Watch out for that delivery that swings back in.
Yes, absolutely. Chavindawaz coming back into the attack. I think the idea here will be get a couple of wickets, put some pressure on the scoreboard and on the batters as well.
Yeah, he's done that time and again, and he's very accurate with his bowling as well.
Starts off with a good delivery. Let's cut away in the gap as well. Just a single. Well, singles will do it.
Yeah, singles will obviously do it. No need to take any undue risks. They can just go about the business knocking off ones and twos. But let's wait and watch what Walnaka's approach going to be now.
Well, I think it was the previous over that just shifted the tide towards the batting side. 17 runs of it. A swing of the bat once again finds the vacant area. That will be 4 runs as well.
Yeah, Walnaka's not going to wait. He wants to finish his game off quickly.
Well, again, right there in his slot, and he just fetched it from outside the off stump. And look at that. He knew exactly where the gaps were. Well, with that boundary, the equation gets even simpler. Just 20 more runs required. And subtle change in the field as well. There's a deep mid-wicket now. Here comes Chavindawaz. Good delivery right up there in the block roll.
Chavindawaz, very fit guy. Still does half a marathon twice a month, I think.
Well, definitely he looks very fit and still steaming in. A good swing of the bat. And half a dozen. Another 6. This is clean hitting.
Wanaka will be one of the contenders for the man of the match award. Been brilliant batting by him.
But again, it's just the swing of the bat. Look at that. Absolutely clean from the middle of the bat. And he's just growing in confidence now into his 40s. And again, strong wrists. Well, just 13 more runs required. Another expensive over here. 12 of it so far.
Yeah, 1 ball remaining, 12 runs so far. Wanaka's on 42. He's gone past Ramesh, who's on 38 of 40 balls. Mind you, Wanaka's 42 has come in 19 balls. He's been striking at over 200.
Well, that could be the difference between both the sides. A wonderful, wonderful clean hitting here.
Also, these guys are much more younger than the Sri Lankan legends. I mean, some of these guys are our grandfathers, and several of them are into their 60s now, while most of them, while the rest of the others are into their 50s. So, you know, they're not young anymore, whereas the rest of the world team's quite young, and they've got more energy. So Ramesh seems to be retiring it.
It's a wonderful knock from him. 38 of 41. And he gets out of the ground to be replaced by a new batter. And yes, talking about the difference in the age, but to be honest, it has still been a very competitive game. So the Sri Lankan legends have really put up the A game, and they've tried their best right from the word go, especially with that innings of Arvindo De Silva scoring 60 runs. And the bowlers did their best as well.
Yeah, Arvindo's innings gave Sri Lanka legends the score they needed. I mean, just imagine if the rest of the world had taken all those catches, this could have been over by now. Sanjay has been called up to bowl the 17th of the innings. with just 13 runs needed of 4 overs. Can he get a couple of breakthroughs?
Starts off with a good delivery. That was flat. It was the arm ball that just comes in with the angle. Well, that's why Sana Jayasuriya has been so good throughout his career with all those variations with the arm ball, and then he has that ball that can spin away from the right hand as well. This time he goes aerial and he goes big once again. Another 6. It will bring up the 150 as well. Well, it's just pure muscle power there. Not very technical.
I think rest of the world have scored more sixes than fours. More muscle power.
And another good looking shot. This time it just settled down for 1. Well, he moves on to 49. What a knock.
Yeah, been fabulous. Good entertainment.
Well, I think it was his innings that really changed the game for Australia, representing the rest of the world. Oh, beautifully bowled. That's where the variation comes in. He bowled it slightly slower, taking the ball away from the right-hander. So wonderful bowling here from Sana Jayasuriya. Dhanushka on strike. 2 more deliveries to go in this over. Well fielded. Arjuna Ranatunga showing his footballing skills. That's a good stop. Last delivery coming up. Oh, that's beaten the bat and beaten the wicket keeper as well. It's just a single to end the over. 156 for 2. Well, Rex, how's your experience so far in Malaysia? You're liking the place, liking the food in here?
Yeah, everyone keeps saying that, you know, Malaysia is best for the food. Yeah, I enjoyed the food. I was here last year with my family. Visited both KL and Penang. The kids had a lovely time. And yeah, so the moment I was told that I'm going to be on tour with these guys, I absolutely like the idea of coming to Kuala Lumpur again, and also to, you know, spend some time with the 96 legends.
Yeah, and definitely after the game you still have some time to explore. It's a wonderful country, good food, and great people as well.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of things to like about Malaysia. The only problem is the traffic.
Well, you can beat that because it's a weekend, so it's a Saturday night, so I'm pretty sure you won't be bothered with the traffic. So you still have good time. You have a day or two to spend. Meanwhile, it's Wanaka who's on strike, who's on 49, just 1 away from his half century, and his innings really made things happen for the batting side. Well, they're in a tough situation where the record run rate was over 8 runs per over. And from there, with his clean hitting, he really closed down the runs and made the equation easier. Well, he gets the single and he'll scramble through for his 50. He gets there in style. 50 of just 23 deliveries.
Yeah, very well played. So good at good against both spin and pace. Had some amazing shots, and then with victory in touching distance, just changed gears and now is content to pick up singles.
Well, he's definitely a batter that doesn't like to score runs just in fours and singles, because I think he has hit more sixes. It's just like 2 runs away, and a job well done.
It's just very. It's interesting to see that most of those big shots came right down the ground.
Well, he goes for the swing once again.
Yeah, same shot.
But I think it's all about the muscle power that he has. He just fetches the ball from outside the off stump, plays on the onside and over the bowler as well. So you need to have that strength to clear the boundaries, and he has done it with ease.
Yeah, the timing as well. It's made it look all too easy.
Chavind Nawaz looking at the funny side of it, a wry smile on his face, and it's good to watch. They're still enjoying the cricket. Well, the scores are tied, just 1 run to win, and that's played in the gap, and that will seal the game for Australia, rest of the world, and they have won this game with 8 wickets. So wonderful exhibition of cricket, both with the bat and with the ball. And I'd like to thank everyone who has joined us, who has been at the ground, and who has joined through this live telecast as well.
Yeah, big million run chase by the rest of the world. They win by 8 wickets with 2.1 overs remaining. Lanka made the difference in the end with his big inning. And it will be a memorable night for the rest of the world team. Beaten Sri Lanka legends quite convincingly in Kuala Lumpur. This game was organized to mark the 30th anniversary of Sri Lanka winning the World Cup. There were events yesterday to felicitate the players. This morning the players were involved in a coaching camp with over 200 kids attending, and we finish our proceedings with a exhibition match. I hope you've enjoyed the game. We've certainly enjoyed bringing the live coverage to you from Kuala Lumpur. Until we meet again, have a great weekend, everyone.
Alright, to all the kids and coaches with students, please bring your kids to the front of the pavilion. Please bring your kids to the front of the pavilion, not inside but